This is YSM Sports Media. Want to thank you for all your love and support. Really appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Then click the notification button for all future content.
Alright. Khabib Gaethje tomorrow night. How does this fight go?
First of all, commenters, calm down. I'm picking a fight. Last time I got called like a Muslim hater. I don't even understand how that is. I'm black and I'm in Philly. So I don't think there's any way to be a Muslim hater. But let's get into it. In the last breakdown we did with the Ferguson versus Khabib, I mentioned there was only one other person I thought good. I went back at the other interview to make sure, and that's Gaethje. I thought Gaethje would give him problems. Now, I believe this fight is actually going to be closer than the Tony Khabib fight was, just style-wise, because Gaethje doesn't have the same type of dynamic offense from everywhere that Tony does, and eventually he's going to get taken down. And in the first or second round, eventually he's going to get taken down. Now, I want to put this in a nice way. If I'm putting my money on it, I got Gaethje stopping him in 3 rounds. For the same reason that you would pick the Teofimo over Longley. He's been off for a while, a long while. A long while. It's been a while. This has been a year and a half, almost 2 years, damn near.
Khabib?
Yeah, it's been over a year and a half.
It's been at least a year and a half.
Yeah, at least a year and a half, almost going on 2 years. He's been off. He's not at AKA for this camp. He doesn't have his normal teammates. He doesn't have his father in his corner. Master game planner. I think that Gaethje's skill set, which is obviously his boxing ability, along with his low kicks, along with his movement, and the new discipline that we see in Gaethje. Let's make that be clear. Gaethje proved that even if he gets, if the worst case scenario happens in a fight when he fought Tony, because though he beat Tony up, if Tony had 10 more seconds, the fight would have been over when he dropped him in the second round. And you know that because he got back to the corner and asked what I got hit with. Whenever a fighter doesn't know what they got hit with, they mean it was really going. His coach gave him direct instruction, and he went out there and did it to the T. He never rushed his work after that. He took the power off, just kept touching him, and got the finish. When you get a guy who trusts their coach that much and the game plan that much, that even though they got rocked and they're not used to fighting like this, they still go out there and perform like that, it's a dangerous fighter. That means they can adjust in between rounds. Khabib hasn't shown more layers to his game. And a lot of people are like, well, he's going to show more. I don't think he has more layers because he doesn't have to. The area of expertise he has so much depth of skill in it. I don't think he has a wide array of techniques. You understand? I don't believe, he doesn't have elite level striking. People, please stop saying this. He doesn't. He doesn't have elite level striking. He knows how to punch at you to get you to back up against throwing wild overhand rights and jumping knees to get someone to go backwards. It's not elite level striking. It's just not. All right? He cannot stand and box with Justin Gaethje. If anyone thinks that, just go ahead and keep your money in your pocket. Don't bet on the fight. You just go. He can't box with him. It's just not going to happen. He don't have the power. He got power, but he ain't got the power to even hurt Gaethje, probably. You might catch him with something clean like he did Conor, but if Gaethje caught Conor with that type of shot, he'd be out. Michael Johnson caught Conor with that type of shot, chin up in the air, flush, he'd be out. Conor put his hands back down. All right, he scrambled back when he got hit, when he got floored. And then you catch somebody clean with the perfect shot, you still not putting him out. You don't got that kind of power. You understand? Outside of that, I think you only got one standing TKO ever in your entire career. You don't got that kind of power to even make a threat with Gaethje. He's going to have a field day with you standing up. So the question with every fight is, can he take him down? Well, you got a guy that can take everybody down against a guy that's never been taken down. No one in the UFC takes him down. He was taken down a couple of times earlier in his career, but scrambled right back up. He's probably been on his back in his entire career less than a minute. A guy that wrestled Jordan Burroughs 2 or 3 times, and Jordan scored less than 10 points on him outside of 3 matches. This is not a good matchup for Khabib, and it's not the right time for it for me. If they were both active, and it was a fight that you saw coming, you would have more time to game plan for it. You would have your father, you would have your coaches at AKA, you would have all those type of things. And it would make it more of, even though it's not a good matchup, you would figure out a way to pull it back into your realm of expertise. I just don't think it's a good matchup for him. I think he gets stopped in 3 rounds.
Which is the biggest factor, the layoff or not having the father? And his not having the father alone goes with his mental.
Yeah. I'm gonna give Khabib the credit of the doubt. Just through his fights, you know, he's like mentally he's bulletproof. I don't know, but the loss of a father is a little bit different. So I don't know how that's hitting him. I think mainly it's gonna be not having your camp. AKA notoriously spars at an almost stupid rate. Like they really hurt each other. And it prepares you for a certain type of fight that you won't get, especially at that level, which is why they've cranked out so many champions. I'm not saying that the work he's getting at home isn't going to be, you know, good, but you're fighting Justin Gaethje. You're fighting a Justin Gaethje that we've only seen like this one time. We never saw that Justin Gaethje before. That had footwork, that had movement, that was disciplined. We don't know if he has more layers to his game. You feel me? This is I think him not having that camp and being able to get that, you know, for a bunch of different angles, a bunch of different ideas, what's going to happen, and then be able to pull that work in. Because at the end of the day, like, you got a lot of great workout where you at. But the American work is different, where you could just be like, I need an explosive, tall, you know, kickboxer who's a support. Like, you know, in the States, it's just like select the character. You can get them and bring them into your camp. When you over there, where it's very strong wrestle base, the best striker we've seen come out of there is Chimaev. That's the best guy we've seen striking come out of there. He's bigger, but that's not going to be the same type of fighter that Gaethje is. We've never seen a fighter like Gaethje come out of.
You feel like there's more styles in America that you can pick from?
Yeah, absolutely. That goes across all sports.
And then flying somebody into Russia, I can see how that could play a factor.
That's a big thing. I mean,
you really think he stops Khabib though?
Again, this has nothing to do. This isn't. Gaethje can punch. I mean, he can punch. And he maintains that power over rounds. He maintained that power after getting dropped, with Tony Ferguson pressing him the whole time, him having to use his legs. He took power off of it and still was able to keep clipping Ferguson. Who in the lightweight division can do that? Who in the lightweight division do that? He was just whipping shots in and still able to clip him. Gaethje has always been known as a puncher's puncher. He was just like the Eddie Alvarez from the other league, but now he's putting shit together. He's using his legs, he's using his head, he's being disciplined, and on top of all that, his conditioning is enough that he might be able to outlast Khabib. I mean, outside, when he's wrestling hard and he's in a decent fight where someone's putting up some resistance, starts to slow down as the fight goes on. Will he be able, with a new person in that corner, will he be able to make those adjustments, keep up that pace, and avoid that power from a hungry Gaethje? And Gaethje's hungry for this fight. He's hungry for this fight. He just went out and said, I need to beat him so I can stop calling people out. I need the target on my back. I want to beat him, so I'm the guy. He really is training as hard as he can. And Trevor Whitman is an amazing coach. I mean, he got Rose Namajunas to beat Joanna. He got Gaethje to beat Tony. I don't see it being a good fight. But here's because I'm also a Khabib fan, and I love him, even though you've seen me pick against him twice. But I told you in that first video, it was only 2 people I thought could beat him. Everybody else, even most welterweights, to get beat by him. Gaethje has showed that type of conditioning a few times, only when he wasn't wrestling for 10 minutes. He has openly said, with his amazing wrestling pedigree, he doesn't like to wrestle in fights because he gets tired. Now, wrestling defensively is much less exhausting at start than wrestling offensively. But if he does get taken down, it's twice as hard to get back up than it is for Khabib to keep him down. Eventually, in the first 2 rounds, I see Khabib taking him down once. I don't see Khabib taking him down more than once. The thing is, after that one takedown, will his conditioning hold up? I think that's the only factor in this. And we haven't seen it because we've never seen Gaethje on his back really in his entire career. I don't think we're going to see him on his back really in this fight either. I think Gaethje stops him in 3 rounds, TKO or KO.
Okay, Dom.
That's from every angle I can give it from you. Every angle I can give it to you.
Thanks, Dev. I
No
appreciate
problem.
it.